What's going on, YouTube? It's Adam with A1 Collecting, back with an unboxing video. It should be a fairly quick video. Got in a package from AAA, which is, I don't know what exactly it stands for. It's a anime website, sells Funko Pops. So obviously got a Funko Pop there. I know what it is. It's exclusive for My Hero Academia. And then got a bigger box, and this one is actually from Super 7 out in California, I believe. Yeah, San Francisco, California. So we'll do the Funko Pop first. Shouldn't be too much of a review for that one, and then we'll get into the Super 7 box. Let's see here. I've actually picked up more Funko Pops in the last 2-3 days than I probably have in the last 3 months. For whatever reason, there just hasn't been a lot of stuff coming out that I actually personally collect. And I've kind of been cutting down because if I'm not going to display them and they're just going to go into storage, I've kind of been trying to get out of that habit of just buying stuff off impulse. Hold on. Oh, sweet. I've actually ordered quite a few pops from them in the past. First time they ever came in a soft protector. So that is awesome. I can't remember them actually coming in a soft protector before. But needless to say, like I said, it was a exclusive to them. There was actually, I want to say 4 exclusives that dropped roughly within a week or so of each other. I know that she was one of them. I'm trying to think. I think All For One was one where he actually had the different arm. I can't remember who the other 2 were. And they all released at different retailers or different vendors. So, I don't know. I was actually fortunate enough to jump online as they released for pre-order. And I was able to capture all of them. So, in the coming weeks or Big Apple, I mean, it could be in the coming months, then we'll go ahead and we'll unbox those, take a look at them. I'm not going to take her out of the box, but I mean, man, she's awesome. And it really does kind of capture what the picture looks like, or that's probably a better one. She has a little knife. I think she was in season 2 where they introduced her, because season 1 was kind of just like a foundation season where, you know, they were kind of setting up, you know, who Deku was. And season 2, they actually started getting into the villains. I think that's where Dobby came in. That's where Hero Killer Stain came in. So, and I don't know about everybody else, but I was really stoked. Like, I'm a huge My Hero fan, even though I can't pronounce half their names most of the time. And I've actually watched the series multiple times, both seasons, and I was really excited this time to have some villains released. So hopefully they'll keep that up. I think we're only about maybe a week away from season 3 dropping. I'm hoping that I can find an avenue to watch it where I don't actually have to subscribe to Funimation in order to see it. So we'll see how that pans out, or where else I can possibly watch it from. But if I have to, I'll go ahead and subscribe. It is what it is. They do have so many good shows on there. Stuff that I've been meaning to get around to watching and I just haven't, like Tokyo Ghoul, One Punch Man. And there's a lot of stuff that they have that it's just great anime, but for whatever reason I can't find time to watch. If anybody watched my last video where I did the comic book pickups, I was talking about Raising Dion. Sat down last night. It's a 9-part series on Netflix, and I got through, I think, episode 5. Super good show. If you're into any kind of superpower or supernatural, not necessarily superhero, but supernatural powers and characters, it's a great series. I mean, it's pretty much based, not to give too much away, but it's based on like a mom coming to grips with her kid has superpowers and other people have superpowers, and she's trying to figure out how to contain what he's dealing with, like how to keep it in her household, not let the public and people around them know, and just what to do with him. You know what I mean? Because at first she's kind of scared because obviously he doesn't know how to control it and he doesn't know what exactly it is. And then once he's starting to control it, then she tries to control him to the point where, hey, don't use this outside the house. Hey, you probably shouldn't be using this at all. But she's also trying to use yoga and other things to keep him calm where, you know, he can kind of get a grip on it. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. It's called Raising Dion. Super good show. Like I said, it's a 9-part series. I've got halfway through it already. I just binge watched a little bit of it last night because I picked up the comic book. I actually haven't read the comic book yet to see how it compares. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But getting back into the unboxing. This is a box from Super 7. Masters of the Universe. Yeah, I think this is wave 3, if I'm not mistaken. This was the one that I was actually looking forward to. Trapjaw, I like Trapjaw more than... I damn near like Trapjaw more than He-Man. I hate to say that, but he is my favorite villain. I like him more than Skeletor. I think he's pretty awesome. I like how they redid the cards, even give you the motions for what exactly the character can do. I want to see if maybe eventually they come out with like Thunder Punch He-Man or something where they show that, you know, he spins and what all he can do in that aspect. I don't take them out of the package. I leave them on card. Cool thing is they actually even have the punch key where they would have been hanging on the wall, and it's unpunched. So I'm not sure if I get some plastic containers for the original ones, if these will fit. They look like they're the right size. That's the only reason that I don't have any of the Masters of the Universe that are on card displayed. It's because I can't find a way to display them. If I could find the little plastic containers, sweet. These ones, the last one, Wave 2 I got, and they were kind of like whopper jawed. They kind of bent up. Anyways, that was Trapjaw. It's almost the identical packaging, except for as seen on TV. I know that when these pre-release, some YouTubers got online and actually did a side-by-side comparison, opened up the package. I think it's Pixel Dan might have did that. If you guys haven't checked him out, anything that has to do with Masters of the Universe, I'm sure he does other content. That's why I follow him. Pixel Dan is awesome. Like when he goes to the conventions and actually talks to, you know, the representatives of some of these companies, whether it be Mattel or Super 7, he knows the right questions to ask from a fan's perspective, and like honestly, he does it in a tasteful way where it's spot on journalism pretty much. But that was Trapjaw. This one is Merman. If you guys actually watched the Filmation series back in the day in the 80s, this one is spot on for the actual character that was in the cartoon as opposed to the figure that we actually got as kids. So I thought that was kind of cool because they did more of a flare out on his face, whereas the original one looked just like Stinkor, the skunk, kind of looked like a cat face, except for it was a green character. They used a lot of the same molds back in the 80s. But, like I said, this one, man, the detailing on it's cool. I like the fact that on the packaging, I'm a stickler for detail. Obviously, they did the print the same. The cardboard stock looks about the same. Packaging, the bubble, and everything. But on the original packaging, the plastic that covers their legs, like it's that subtle detail that for an adult collector, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And the same thing with putting the card back behind the figure, as if the comic book that came with these original figures was still there. Even though after watching some of the reviews, there is some stuff that's on that card, but it's not a comic book, unfortunately. But it still gives you that visualization as if it is the little miniature comic book that came with them. So I thought that was kind of cool. And he does have the hip twist. That's what I was saying about the Thunder Punch He-Man. If they could bring Thunder Punch He-Man out and have his little diagram like that, that would be pretty cool. So, and then the art at the top, it's pretty badass. I'm telling you, like Super 7, I'm guilty of it too. They get a bad rap for people talking crazy about how long it takes for them to ship. And I'm horrible about that because I think I ordered these back in January and it's October. But I understand it is what it is, but it's a little frustrating from a consumer's perspective, I guess you would say. But in the end, when the product comes out and they don't send you stuff that's damaged, you get what you actually paid for. They're putting out quality products. What more can you really ask for, you know? So I take it with a grain of salt. Then we got Prince Adam. Sorry about the glare. I like it during the day. I'm actually on vacation right now where I get to use natural light. It just seems like I get a more vivid picture. If I just use just the inside lighting, it just doesn't look as good. Not to me, at least. Like I said, they do got the plastic on the feet. He has the pink sword, which I know that there was some debate on how people felt about the pink sword as opposed to the gray one, because the original didn't come with the pink sword, I don't believe. I think it came with a gray one. The crazy thing is, on the back, they have a picture with a gray sword and a pink sword, so maybe they have both in there. I don't think, though. No, it's just pink sword in there, so I don't know. I think the vest that he has on is a lot lighter of a pink. I think it was more of a purplish color on the original figure. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty spot on. I think the facial features are a little bit different from the original character. I don't think I actually have this one still. I have a lot of loose figures that I gave to my son, I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago. They were just in storage, and I figured he'd enjoy playing with them. But I don't think I have a Prince Adam. Now this one's cool. It didn't actually release previous to this. It is, I think it was Crystal. Yeah, Crystal Man-at-Arms. So he's translucent. And they're pulling this directly off of the cartoon, I believe. So that's a different perspective, you know. It's a different type of character. Teela is horrified that Skeletor has turned the heroic Man-at-Arms into a crystal statue. So maybe that's where they get it from. It's been so long since I've actually sat down to watch the cartoon. I actually have all of the original series, and I think I have all of the 2000 series. Is that when it came out? And this one is Frosted Teela. Let's see if we can get in there. So everything's crystal or clear blue, translucent blue, except for I think they've painted, they painted her eyes, lips, and eyebrows white. So I don't know. And this one says Teela is flash frozen into an ice sculpture by the evil Icer and his freezing touch. That's the little picture at the top. So, and she has the hip twist also. We got two more in here, guys. Ah, that's awesome. Orko. Orko was a cool figure. I want to say that they may have had two different versions, or maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. I could have swore that he had this one has wheels on the bottom. The original one had a needle, like a little metal thing, where you pulled his zip line, and I think he spun around. They loved using the zip cords back in the 80s for these He-Man figures. There was quite a few that had something that had to do with the little plastic. It had little teeth on it, and there was just a ring on the end. You pushed it in, and then you pulled it out. And when you pulled it out, it made stuff shoot, or it made stuff spin. This one says, the magical annex of Orko calls many problems for Man-at-Arms. I think I remember that issue, or that episode, where Man-at-Arms got egg on him behind one of Orko's magic tricks. Orko was hilarious on the show. Now, I don't know if he'd be funny nowadays because, you know, it's probably a totally different style of humor. I might not find it as funny, but yeah, he was hilarious to me when I was a kid. Gold statue He-Man. Now, I should have another wave of the Filmation, the bigger Filmation characters like I got over here. I should have another wave of those coming. I just got an email from them, I don't know, maybe a week ago, that showed like the progression of how they were going to start shipping stuff out. And it said, I think that they ship in November. This one says, He-Man is turned into a gold statue by Evelyn and her magical shaped staff. So, and he does have the hip twist. And this one comes with a whole bunch of little accessories down there. Looks like a shield and a sword. Two swords. So, that's pretty cool. I don't know. Well, that's it. That is the unboxing. Tell me what you guys think. You guys collect the Masters of the Universe? Are you into Masters of the Universe? What do you think about these crystal and clear and all these ones that were never released in the original series? I know some people are... I can't remember what the word would be for it, but if it isn't like the original form, then they don't want no part of it. You see that a lot in the sneaker community too. Like you got people that they collect only the original colorways. They don't want anything to do with like these flashy, flamboyant colorways for sneakers. They want the original Jordans that came out in 87, 86, 85, whatever. They don't want anything that's been altered or changed. Me personally, I don't mind. I don't mind on the sneaker front or on the action figure front. You know, if it's something that's tasteful or they have a reason for doing it, kind of like this one with the story, you know, it dates back to the actual Filmation series. It makes sense because it's done tastefully and it's done for a reason. If they're just... The reason why I stopped collecting some of the Four Horsemen figures from the Classics line back when they were doing that, they might still be doing that, I'm not sure. I think I got through the third series and it just got to the point where I didn't recognize any of the characters. They were making them up. They didn't have anything to do with any of the cartoon runs, or if they did, it was in a cartoon run past the 85 series. You know, if it's not part of the nostalgia that has me collecting to begin with, what's the point? You know, I'm not into collecting it just because you slap a Masters of the Universe sticker on it. Hopefully we'll eventually get this Masters of the Universe movie that they've been promising us for 10 years. Every time I hear something about it, then it's always, you know, oh, well, a new director got pegged with it, or somebody else is working on the story. We got new writers. We got new... I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. I know that they're working on that. They're working on a new G.I. Joe movie. So I've been disappointed with both the G.I. Joe movies. If they could just do something that's reminiscent of the American Hero cartoon line, man, like blue lasers, red lasers, I think that would just be awesome. I mean, we have the ability to do it. You know, if you can have all these Marvel movies where they're just doing so much green screen and computer work, you can have the guns do that stuff. I don't know. Well, that's the video for today. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you turn on the bell notifications, then you'll know every time I post a video. I'm going to try posting videos more often. A lot of my content will be based around comic books. But as you can see today, you know, I did get back to the action figures. The problem with me and action figure videos, I only collect certain things. You know, if it's not Masters of the Universe or Funko Pops, then I probably don't collect it. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. The good thing is, coming soon, Mattel Mattel has already announced that they're going to be making new figure lines. It's going to be a part of that Origin series. They start doing that, I'm all for it. Like, I'm going all in. They said that they will have them in stores and on Amazon. I want them all. I still have to find me a He-Man slash Prince Adam from the San Diego Comic-Con. I really want that box set. I missed the opportunity to get it when it first hit online. Like, eBay, it was going for $100. I think they're up to like $250 now. So it's gonna probably be a while. Maybe I'll get lucky and the price will start to kind of decline a little bit where I can afford it. But I really need that for the collection. I don't know. I'm babbling now. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time.